So the inspiration for SharkStream came a couple of years ago when we were looking at the latest sensors that are being used in mobile phones. And the really interesting thing about these sensors, these movement sensors, is they're very cheap, but they're really, really high end. They're really, really good these days, and we wondered whether we could use them to make a motion capture suit a bit like this one. So we came last year, didn't we, Tyler, to CES 2016, and we came with quite a basic demo.
So last year it was based on the same sensor tech we got this year, but each sensor had its own cable linking back to the hub, which ended up with a rather large mass of cables running around your body. So for last year we've been redesigning it to use a single chain-based system for each limb.
And the really nice thing about that is it's much easier to put on because there's only really one string of cables connected to these sensors. And the sensors themselves are designed into the very strap that holds them onto your body. So it works really well. It's a very, very accurate system. It's very easy to put on, and people are really liking this for all sorts of applications. The really obvious applications for SharkStream are things like capturing animation for games and for the movie industry. So people can put this system on and they can animate characters for movies, for games development, all kinds of things like that. But there's quite a few other applications as well, which are a little bit more niche, aren't they, Tyler?
Yeah, so we've had, dealing with the games team, we've had lots of applications for virtual reality applications, also pushing into other areas such as performance, sports, and medical rehabilitation purposes, as well as sort of industrial movement analysis for like testing products or training assembly line workers.
And so one of the challenges that we have is we collect maybe about 100 leads every single day, and in the evening we sit down for dinner and we organise those leads in piles of the ones where we'll probably put them on the mailing list and the ones where we'll really make sure that we get in touch. So the highlight for CES this year for me was when the Minister for Digital and Culture, Matt Hancock, came to our stand to have a look at our tech. And he was so impressed with the system that we had here, the motion capture system, that he actually wanted to give it a go. So we hadn't done it before with anyone else, but we put the whole system onto this Minister. And what did you do next, Tyler?
Yeah, so once we got it onto him, we got really involved with the characters he was using. He's a soldier model, so he decided to do push-ups on the floor. We hadn't tried that sort of movement before with the system, and we were sort of really pleased that it worked and it didn't error with such a high-profile person using the system.
And we were able to show him one of our other technologies as well, the sound virtualizer soundbar, which he really enjoyed as well. So we had a really good time. That's definitely my highlight. So in terms of the motion capture system, I think for us what we're really trying to do is we're trying to work with a few small customers that have very specific needs that we can design this system for. And so when we go back, we'll be looking through all of our leads and we'll be contacting some of those people, and we'll probably be sending them prototype systems, because I mean the prototype system's been working pretty well at the show, hasn't it? Yeah,
it's been working really well, and the amount of people who are just after and want to use the system now, so well, why don't we try and get people involved early, get people using the hardware now, and that way we can really get, both they can get a feel for using it, and we can truly understand what we need to do to take it forward into the final product.
And that's a really good way of raising a bit of money too, because they're quite happy to pay for a product that maybe isn't completely ready yet, just because they want to work with us and work towards something that they might use in larger volumes. So if you're lucky enough to be in Las Vegas at the moment and you want to pop along and see our stand, we're in the University Innovations area of Eureka Park at stand 51300.